Hi, my name's Joe, and today we have with us Ken Berman, the founder, CEO, and guru behind the wildly successful Gorilla Trades investment service. Ken, how did you get started investing in the stock market?
It's an interesting question. I actually began looking at stocks in 8th grade. It was a school project. We had to choose 2 stocks, and we had to graph them daily for a month, and then we compared it with the rest of the children in the class. I picked Polaroid and Disney, 2 fantastic picks at the time because I won the contest in the class. But over the long run, Disney has become one of my largest holdings today because of this. And Polaroid, on the other hand, not so much. It went bankrupt. But it got me into investing early because I had to either look in the newspaper the following day for the quote, or I had to call my father's stockbroker, which I hounded him every day at 4 o'clock. Right. I got to know him so well, and my father got to have confidence in me so much that he gave permission to his stockbroker to take orders for me in his own account. So I was kind of finding biotech stocks and doing this and that and making money for my father at the time.
Wow, that's very interesting, and it really highlights the importance of starting investing at such a young age. And this led you to become a stockbroker. Can you tell me a little bit more about your time of being a stockbroker?
Yes, I was vice president of investments at both Smith Barney and Paine Webber. I had approximately $100 million under management. I enjoyed what I was doing, but I felt handcuffed. I don't know if you know what brokerages do. Large brokerages tell you which stocks to pitch to your clients. I didn't think that was very honest. I thought there must be a better way to do this. I also knew the internet was getting popular. People were beginning to invest online, and they weren't using a brokerage anymore. So they kind of needed some guidance from somebody. And I figured, why not start my own service and give them that guidance that they need?
Right. So it sounds like you had a very lucrative career of being a stockbroker, and this eventually led you to start Gorilla Trades, your own investment service company. What inspired you to take this leap from being a stockbroker into starting your own company?
Actually, while I was a stockbroker, I did a lot of trading myself, and I did a lot of back testing, and I found that there were 14 technical parameters present in a stock typically before it took a nice rise. I used the program that I developed, and I actually turned $250,000 into $5.5 million in a matter of 18 months. So realizing how well this program worked, along with the fact that I knew that people were going more to the internet to invest, and I couldn't get my clients to buy the stocks that I wanted them to buy, I decided that why not start my own service? Pretty much competing with the brokerages. And that's what made me break off for the brokerage and develop this service back in 1999.
What are some of the secrets behind your success at Gorilla Trades?
I think it boils down to quality over quantity. With this program, I'm able to sift through all 6,000 stocks in a matter of 20 minutes after the market closes each day. And some days, not one stock might meet all 14 of the technical parameters. Other days, there might be, 2. I don't make stock picks up just to make stock picks up. And my subscribers are intelligent enough to know that I would never do this. So, like I said, it's quality over quantity. I'm only giving them a menu of the best picks out there at any given time.
That's fantastic, and you should be an inspiration to any active traders listening out there. But considering Gorilla Trades has been in business for nearly 20 years, I'm sure you've had to do something to keep up with the ever-evolving financial markets out there. Am I correct?
Yes, I have. In fact, interestingly, the service started in 1999 on a laptop computer in my nephew's dorm room at Boston University. So if he shut that laptop, the website was down. So obviously, we're now on a very large server. Now, the market has changed over the years, and we've changed. We've had to tweak our formula to make it more, let's say, profitable, and it has done that, statistics show. But what hasn't changed, more importantly, is the price. For $499 a year, I've made it accessible to every investor out there. There are inferior products that charge thousands of dollars a year.
Right.
In fact, I just went to a financial seminar, and they were shocked how we still only charge $4.99 a year. They said, why aren't you charging thousands? And that's the answer I gave. We want everybody to be able to afford, to be able to use the Gorilla Trade service.
Right, that sounds great. And how do you communicate to your subscribers when it's time to buy or sell a stock?
It's interesting. With every stock pick we introduce in the nightly email, we give specific parameters. We give a specific stop loss level, a first target, a second target. And as these stocks appreciate, we raise the stop and we raise the second target. So we're holding our subscribers' hand throughout the whole process. There are no stocks that ever just drop off in the portfolio. At any time, you can click that portfolio, look at the stop loss levels, look at the targets, look at the unrealized gain. Everything's done for you.
So you really make it simple for a lot of traders.
We do.
Making the process a lot easier to understand.
We do everything for them. Totally hold their hand.
That's great. What's the most notable stock you've discovered recently?
It's another interesting question. Let me start by saying about 20 years ago, I found a stock called Cytec, and they developed a pap smear test for women. And it was a little more expensive than the average pap smear test. So when a woman went to her OBGYN, she had to pay extra for this test. Well, most said, no, the regular one's good enough. Well, the insurance companies finally caught on and realized they were finding cancer so far in advance, it was saving them money in the long run, so they decided to cover the test. Well, the stock just went flying. And 20 years later, to give you an idea, I initially bought $2,700 worth of this stock for my children. It's now worth $120,000. They were bought out by a company called Hologic. Now let's fast forward to now. I found a new company. It actually takes the place of a colonoscopy. It's called Exact Sciences, and you might have seen their commercials on TV. It's called Cologuard. Found this stock about a year and a half ago, still under $10. Today it's at 50, and I think that's just the beginning. No longer you have to have a colonoscopy. You just poop in a box, you send it in, and they have a 97% cancer detection rate. It's phenomenal. And here's the caveat. The gentleman who founded Cytec originally founded Exact Sciences.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is crazy. How did you find this stock?
Actually, my mother found this stock for me. She went to the doctor, and they said that she's 85 years old, and she was too old to have a colonoscopy, but there's an alternative. And she had the test, she told me about it, I investigated it, and was excited as can be, and still excited. I think 5 or 10 years from now, this stock could be 5, 10, 15 times what it's at today.
Wow. So it sounds like picking winning stock picks runs in the family?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. It was great seeing you.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.